What's good, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Web3 Experience. Today, I'm here with Tyler Jordan to discuss his photography art, his journey into the space, the collision of graffiti art and Web3. So I'm interested to hear about your journey and just introduce yourself to our people.
My name is Tyler Jordan, aka Canvas, creating a new view around society. And we're here to talk about my journey into art, and let's get it going.
Awesome, brother. So talk about that journey. I know you told me you were working in the railroad system, took that as an opportunity to, get some captivating images of like the graffiti art, the culture, and the world down below. Welcome to Ghost Town. It's a different world down there. So explain your inspiration behind that.
Gotcha. Well, Welcome to Ghost Town is actually the first piece of a series that I'm doing with the actual curator of the event, John Herbert Wright. Where it's very much, I wanted to be able to show people that there's another world that a lot of us are not aware of. The perspective is there, like we're in the space of, but we're not aware of what we're around. So it's very much in a sense of walking around ghosts, because ghosts are around us, but we're not aware of what they are.
Honestly, a lot of people don't even take the subway, right? Because they're scared. It's a whole nother world. They don't feel comfortable. So it's interesting to get that perspective of above and below, and I appreciate that. So talk about the graffiti art. So I know graffiti art, street culture, is a big emergence for a lot of Web3 artists, NFT artists who are shifting into this world of digital ownership. Has that played a role in the factor of you minting these photographs as NFTs of graffiti and things like that?
I think you hit it on the head with the key word is ownership. Being like Web3 and NFTs are able to give like the creators full access and a lot of the time majority rights to their work, where they're in the upper hand of any type of negotiation, but at the same time being able to have that digital imprint that they are the originator of that work. Working for MTA, you know what I'm saying, without their permission or whatever, but at the time when I was working there, I used my access to be able to get pictures of things that, in a sense, like are here today and gone tomorrow. One of the shots we'll see right here are from some two legendary graph artists. This is original pieces. This is actually a piece that I DM'd to him after I took the shot to let him know, like, as an acknowledgement, like, yo, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I see you. Like, and you know what I'm saying? I see what they did here. And it's very interesting when you have graffiti when it comes to Web3, because it's something of an acknowledgement of an era that is proving to be timeless. Because even though, like, the train car was probably made in the 60s and probably grafted on in the 70s or 80s, even with new trains that we have now, you still see the same art. You still see that same grime. You still see that same homage. So you'll be able to see that here, and not only in the train stations, 20, 30 years and into the present now.
I feel like people don't understand the power of street culture. Like, there's graffiti signs that people in the communities like immediately recognize, and if you paint over that sign, if you dismantle something or paint over, like, people get pissed, and you could fuck with the wrong community. So it's really interesting to see the power of graffiti and how it relates to culture. So are there any pieces that you want to point out particularly that your favorite?
Talked about Welcome to Ghost Town and this piece that I got, but I want to take attention to these two pieces here. This piece I did on the Manhattan Bridge. I got like early morning, and the fact of the matter of being able to take being able to have and show the perspective of not only the Manhattan Bridge on that level of going downtown, but the fact that you still see the train moving in real time, which, this is a risk that we take to show, you know what I mean, that perspective. So it doesn't matter. Like, I was standing on top of the third rail protection board to get that shot, and it was worth it. You know what I'm saying? And then this is from Hurricane Sandy. This piece is part of a series of pieces that I have with a lot of abandonment and acknowledgement to urban exploration. This is when, after Hurricane Sandy flooded out the tunnels, they did a 13 or 14 month rebuild. The first in the city's history to do an emergency infrastructure project like that. To be able to capture these images and show the beauty of indestruction and the beauty of the rebuild, the beauty and the integrity of being able to be bruised but not beaten is really the homage and integrity of the city.
I know you have something cool with the railroad system and how it tracks in real time. So explain the board.
So these two LED artworks are from a company that I partnered with called Lightlines. Lightlines and their CEO David Franklin are able to create these very detailed maps of the system and show the trains in real time. The circuit board is originally from the company Lightlines, but he's able to do an overlay to show a more detailed look of the city and showing the boroughs in particular and showing all the lines showing in correlation to their stop. I wanted to also correlate that tech. I wanted to correlate that with their handmade countdown clock, which I had programmed to the neighboring stations in relation to where we are. So we have Canal Street, we have Chamber Street, and then we also have Canal Street on the A line. You know what I mean? So if anything, you know when your next train is when you're trying to go home. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to be able to have my artwork paired with relatable tech to show the correlation of that.
Well, I appreciate your time, bro. It was really interesting getting to know you.
I appreciate you.
All right, buddy.